All right, here we go again. Gervonta Davis could be facing more felony battery charges. This time, an alleged victim claims that she suffered permanent hearing loss when she attacked him. Sounds kind of funny to me, but hey, let's talk about it in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. So, once again, we're talking about Gervonta Tank Davis, and we're talking about law enforcement in some way. However, over the last two times that we've talked about it, I've been more than happy to say, I don't know. I think I might ride with Gervonta Davis on this one. It sounds like some mess to me. So, in this particular instance, you have a young lady who is saying that, there is a prosecutor that is trying to elevate Gervonta Davis's misdemeanor battery charges to a felony battery charge. And this is how they say that they're going to do it. Gervonta Davis, last year, was in an altercation with his girlfriend. It's very, very well known. He's on a tape grabbing her by the collar and walking her out of a gymnasium. Full gymnasium on tape, grabs her by the collar. I argue he didn't grab her by the neck, he grabbed her by the collar. The collar is not the neck. The neck is your actual neck. This is a collar. Pulling you by the collar will pull your neck, but it is what it is. You tell me that you don't like it. I didn't like it either. Seems like he could have walked out of there, but it is what it is. However, once he leaves and goes out of there, he and his girlfriend continue to have an argument. Now, whether there's pushing and shoving in the argument, I can't tell you, but I assume that there is by the action of this lady who's saying that she got punched by Gervonta Davis. Sounds to me like it's her fault she got punched, quite honestly. Sounds like she jumped in the middle of a fight. She says, I was looking at him arguing with this girl, and nobody, all these men standing around not doing anything. Now, did she say that she saw him? If Gervonta Davis was with the girl and none of these dudes are doing anything, Gervonta Davis is a professional fighter, and he could have beaten her senseless. Absolutely. There's no reports of that. As it relates to her, this is a misdemeanor, which means there was no serious damage done to her. So, no serious damage done to the person that he's supposed to be attacking. Only serious damage is done to somebody that jumps at him, tries to grab him and separate him from him from her, and he hits her. Seems to me as he didn't do anything to his girlfriend that was any major injury. But only when you come and grab him does he get you off of him. Just as her explanation of it, it sounded like she attacked him, especially if the girlfriend says nothing happened, because that's what the girlfriend's saying. The girlfriend's saying, no, he didn't hurt me. He didn't try to hurt me. He didn't try. And that's why she is not cooperating with the police on the misdemeanor charge. But the prosecutor apparently, since he doesn't have a witness for the misdemeanor charge, decides, hey, he did hit the girl that jumped in the middle. And she's saying now that that is felony because there was permanent damage done to her hearing. Because what? She goes and gets a doctor's note. And the doctor note says that there is permanent hearing loss in that ear. I don't know what Gervonta Davis's lawyers would say, but they may say, where's your bench line? Can you prove to me that she could hear out that ear before it happened? I don't know. He may take that. But I wouldn't even waste my time with it. What I would say is, look, I'm denying the battery against this girl. I didn't do anything. Yes, absolutely. We got into a scuffle, and I grabbed her collar, and we walked out. Absolutely, I did that. She's saying that that's not battery. It was not unwanted contact. Because here's the thing. In order to commit battery against somebody, it has to be an unwanted act. If she started a fight with him and wanted to fight with him, that is not unwanted. That's not battery. Battery is unwanted contact. If you say, hey, hit me as hard as you can, that's not battery. You asked me to do it. So if she wants to start a fight with him and says, hey, I started the fight, I wanted to fight with him, the reason he grabbed my collar was because I was trying to punch him. Right there. And he said, no, you're not going to fight me here on camera. And he grabs me and moves me out. Right? Because I wanted to fight. And that's part of the fight that I wanted. Now, you may not believe that, may not make sense because people will say, oh, big, bad, tough guy, you may not want to fight. But she may want to fight. Especially if, when you jump in a fight, you can wind up suing this guy and making a lot of money. And I'm not talking about the girlfriend. I'm talking about the one that's suing him on the side. Saying, hey, man, I tried to defend her when no one else was defending her. Dude, if nobody else is defending her, maybe there was no reason to defend her. Maybe she wasn't in any harm. Maybe people were doing a lot of loud talking and yelling back and forth, you know, and she might have been trying to push his arms and he might have been trying to grab her arms to keep her from pushing him, or because that's how they act. But when you jump in the middle of it and you start throwing hands, dude, you're attacking that guy. And if he hits, and he can hit you. You can't attack a boxer and have that boxer not hit you back. Why not? I'm a boxer. You're supposed to be able to just beat me up. I'm standing here taking punches. No, absolutely not. Boxers have the right to defend themselves. Boxing is self-defense. Seems to me she got jumped at. She said that she saw nobody else getting involved. And she, in her speech that she gave, she cast judgment on all these other men. And she was going to be the big brave one that was going to do what nobody else in the room was doing. Dude, how are we supposed to believe you that you say nobody else was defending her? Well, if nobody else was defending her, maybe she didn't need to be defended. Typically, there's a lot of circumstances where nobody's defending somebody else, and that's when they're in no risk. If you are sitting there talking to a husband and wife, and the husband and wife are arguing back, and let's imagine that that's Gervonta Davis's wife. And Gervonta Davis is yelling back and forth with his wife in the middle of a public area. And the wife is pushing him, and he's pushing her hands down. That's husband and wife. These are people that sleep in the same bed together and have children together. They have physical contact all the time. Why are you jumping in the middle of a frisky physical contact that obviously did not result in any injury to her and only injury to you because you jumped in the middle of it? I'm sorry. And now she's going to say, oh, I'm part of it. And she's going to turn around and sue him in civil court. I won $1 million because I was a hero defending somebody that needed to be defended and didn't ask me to do it. No, man, that just sounds like nonsense to me. Sorry, and a way to put Gervonta Davis's name in the paper and for some local prosecutor to win a case that they can't win otherwise because the person that they claim was on tape, the one that they say is on tape, the one that makes, oh, this whole thing is so terrible. It's not her. It's his girlfriend. The one that's not filing charges. So the simple fact that he did that doesn't mean anything. She didn't file charges. She's saying, no, he didn't do that. Me and him are having an argument. That's my man. Hey, I was punching him. Hey, he was like, stop it. And he grabbed me and he moved me out. Because guess what? I fight all the time too. What? You ever think maybe the girl that Gervonta Davis is with might be somebody that likes to fight, might throw hands, might try to slap somebody every once in a while? Guess what? It happens. That's why you go to court and you figure it out. But if the lady doesn't want to testify, you leave it alone. You don't go try to find somebody else that jumped in and started something and should probably, according to what she said, be getting charges herself. You jumped up in there and started a fight with a guy when nobody else thought it was worth doing but you. Sounds like an attack to me. Maybe Gervonta Davis should take you to court. Anyway, sounds like silliness to me, just listening to what the woman said. But that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think, and with that I'm out. Peace.